If you follow these lips moving, I've done a lot of talking about Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins, and the return of Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw. Immediately after Monday Night Raw, you got to see my reaction to all of it. You get to hear my reaction to all of it Tuesday morning on the Raw recap, which Megan Morant and I host. You can subscribe to it wherever you got this podcast from, or watch it on the WWE's YouTube channel. You also got an emergency podcast here on the Notsam Wrestling feed about Roman Reigns returning, and I was accused of glazing Roman Reigns again, and this is something I'll be accused of because I put my one up for my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. That just is what it is. Paul Heyman, but there is still room for analysis of everything that went down and is going down. Paul Heyman showed up on SmackDown this week to celebrate Roman Reigns Day, of course, with the launch of WWE 2K25, but also to announce that Roman Reigns would be on SmackDown this coming Friday from whatever European city they're in. I don't remember at the moment. I know we were in Barcelona on Friday. I know that Raw in Brussels Monday, but I don't remember where SmackDown's going to be. However, wherever it is, Roman Reigns will be there, which is interesting because Seth Rollins and CM Punk are both on Raw, but CM Punk has said that he will be on SmackDown as well. He'll be there. And I don't know, maybe Rollins will be there as well. Because you've set up a tremendous dynamic. Now, Paul Heyman did not address whatsoever that what happened between he and CM Punk in that cage and the fact that Roman Reigns reacted the way that he did. I mean, let's go through it step by step. You had this hell of a cage match. Great cage match that in any other scenario, had it not been a Roman Reigns return, I think would be justified in complaining about the fact that we did not get a real finish in that cage match, because it was an awesome cage match that I desperately wanted to finish in. However, it was Roman Reigns. I think we can forgive it for our tribal chief. But first, you have this animosity between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, which dates back to the Royal Rumble, but it dates back a lot further than that. Of course, Seth Rollins trying to take Roman out of WrestleMania this year by giving him that stomp on the steel stairs at the Royal Rumble. But also, Seth Rollins being the one that caused, some would say, Roman Reigns to lose the championship that he held so dear at WrestleMania 40. Seth Rollins being the one that betrayed him in the Shield. It goes very, very deep with Seth Rollins. And there was that emotional connection between Roman and Rollins, that Roman was exercising those demons as he tried to end Seth Rollins once and for all. But when Roman Reigns got stopped by security, he looked in that cage, and what did he see? The wise man consoling CM Punk. And he goes right back to November when he was sitting across a table from CM Punk, when they were making the decision for CM Punk to be on the Bloodline side at Survivor Series in War Games. And CM Punk did it for Paul Heyman, and he did it as a favor with the understanding that the favor would be returned. And now what does Roman Reigns see? Paul Heyman consoling and checking on the person who to Roman Reigns' face said that Paul Heyman was his wise man before he was Roman Reigns' wise man. And Roman Reigns steps into that cage, and he teaches both CM Punk and Paul Heyman a lesson in that moment. And he takes out CM Punk and ends Monday Night Raw with his finger in the air. To me, you cannot deny the impact that Roman Reigns made. As it stands today, as I talk to you in this moment, for me, this is my night one main event for WrestleMania. For me, this is the match that today, and this could change, a lot of matches are being built and a lot of momentum is being built for a lot of people, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But for me, right now, today, after I felt about coming off of Raw last week, this is night one. Cody and Cena is night two for me. I don't think, however, that this being a main event is CM Punk's motivation. I don't think that CM Punk getting the main event of WrestleMania is any longer the motivation of that character, right? I think that he still wants to main event WrestleMania, but I think that this is not some way of getting to the main event. I no longer, I should say, think that that's what the favor is. I think that it becomes one of those things with Roman and CM Punk. It becomes one of those things where, remember when your friend got a significant other and your friend's significant other told you that they weren't allowed to hang out with you anymore. That's Roman Reigns telling Paul Heyman he's not allowed to hang out with CM Punk anymore. We're just friends, dude. We're just friends. Yeah. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to see it anymore. A lot of times that doesn't work out for the new significant other. That's why I worry that the favor could be CM Punk saying that he gets Paul Heyman in his corner whenever he wants it for one match. And if that one match is a triple threat at WrestleMania between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk, that could be very, very damaging to the relationship between Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. What's really interesting, though, is the venom amongst the 3 and technically 4 with Paul Heyman as well parties. That this has become one of those triple threat scenarios where the energy spiraling between them is what makes this match. It's not about a title. It's not about like, well, I've earned this, so I'm going to get in here, so I'm going to get in there. It's not about that. It's about the fact that a tornado has spun. And these 3 are now linked, whether they want it or not. I mean, technically, I don't feel that I don't think Roman Reigns likes CM Punk. I don't think Roman Reigns likes CM Punk hanging out with his wise man. But that's not where Roman Reigns' true vitriol is. That's not where his true loathing and hatred is. Roman Reigns cannot stand being betrayed. Sami Zayn felt this. Seth Rollins felt it on Monday Night Raw. I think that Roman's hatred, his real venom, is for Seth Rollins. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins' true hatred, and he said so on the Raw Recap podcast. First episode, Megan and I interviewed Seth Rollins, and he said on that podcast that there is an element of love with Roman Reigns, that the two of them are brothers forever linked. He says that he may not get along with Roman Reigns, and he may not agree with what Roman Reigns does, and he may have to stop Roman Reigns, but he doesn't want bad things to happen to Roman Reigns like he wants bad things to happen to CM Punk. So Roman's venom is with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins' venom is with CM Punk, but CM Punk's venom is now with Roman Reigns. CM Punk stepped into this going, Seth, I don't care about you. I'm trying to get to WrestleMania. I don't care about you. And while CM Punk doesn't like Seth Rollins because of what Rollins has been doing to him, ultimately, CM Punk hates Roman Reigns. Right? CM Punk can't believe that he's stepping back into a WWE where somebody who's the original Paul Heyman guy is being told he can't hang out with Paul Heyman anymore. Where Roman Reigns is trying to tell CM Punk what to do inside that War Games cage? No. CM Punk dropped Roman Reigns' name. His third appearance back in WWE, returned at Survivor Series, said nothing. Came back on Raw, basically just said he wasn't here to make friends, he was here to make money. And then on SmackDown is when he started dropping names, and he dropped Roman Reigns' name immediately. So I think you got this tornado of hatred with a sprinkling of dislike coming down under it. And what does Paul Heyman do? Because Paul Heyman's promise from Roman Reigns was Roman Reigns saying, all right, the bloodline won't put a hand on CM Punk. And how did we end Monday Night Raw? Hands being put on CM Punk. I think I would like the favor to be Paul Heyman is in the corner of CM Punk. But then if Roman Reigns wins that match, now not only were you in the corner of somebody else, but you were in the corner of a loser. And you think you're going to now come back and be my wise man? That doesn't feel very appealing. But then what if Punk wins? Punk could win without pinning Roman Reigns, and then maybe it'd be all good with Paul Heyman. But is Roman Reigns, if this does main event night 1 of WrestleMania, is Roman Reigns going to lose 2 WrestleMania main events in a row? WrestleMania 40 and WrestleMania 41, Roman Reigns comes out not successful? It's getting very, very interesting to me.